Alright, so on our last run, we got our butts kicked on night 10, I believe, on Lakeburg, which leads me to believe that it's time for us to take Lakeburg a bit more seriously. I am going to go one short of Apocalypse 5 again until we get back to that level of mastery. I think it's time for us to put the training wheels back on a little bit. And let's get in there. And we've learned a lot about perks. I still have a lot of experimentation I want to do. That's why this stream is officially called the Perks Lab, because we're going to be trying to figure out how exactly to make the most of our ragtag bunch. And we have some interesting starting weapons here. So let's look at what we're working with. Ooh, oh, we didn't even look at lifetime stats last time. Nemesis. So we have Raquel, who is a jeweler, swift, and a bookworm. I don't mind any of those. She's sitting on a very interesting kettle helm. Some spiked boots that probably don't benefit her particularly. Also, worn medium armor that is possibly better placed somewhere else, and greaves. Then we have our friend, who is rocking basically nothing good, but we will upgrade their armor. The +1 dagger is pretty weak sauce. The holy ring doesn't seem to match well. I think the spiked boots are a better match there. And then last but not least, we have our hand crossbow person, which again, I'm not super excited about hand crossbow shenanigans, but I think we will do that. And then the sturdy elven boots are fine, and the holy ring being here is fine. I don't really love the armor decrease, but let's look at our characters again now that we've shifted things around. We already looked at Raquel. Nothing too exciting to speak of. Very low armor, so we have to be a little careful. Then we have Edward, who is a jester. So a little extra damage coming out of that. Smart and nimble. I think we can make that work. And then Zaina is a Fletcher who is luckless with demon blood. So overall, we're going to have a little more crit, not nearly as much as if we got rid of luckless. But yeah, I think this is reasonable. I think we can work with this. This is going to be a seer first go about, I'm pretty sure. And we don't want to be too far forward, so we'll probably do something like that. Okay. I'm recognizing that really annoying. I'm gonna get in there and then we'll retreat after we're done. Hey, Bear. Weekend was good. Weekend was very busy, but definitely good. And now we're back to a little perks update, which I'm very excited about. How are you doing? What's new and exciting in your world? Is that just a kill? No, not quite a kill. Now we do have Dagger Friend here, who I don't think we're gonna be able to do a lot of good with, but I really don't want to spend the mana. We also haven't taken advantage of our power staff yet. Oh, late night of working last night? Is there like a big project that you're working on, or just your own pet project type of thing? All right, and I think now we're almost at the point of retreating. Yeah, I think we just roll back. And we might as well steel ourselves against any surprise intruders. The sensors never make it easy. That much is for sure. Oh, okay. Choosing your own hours is a good thing to be sure. I feel like using Stunning Entrance as much as I am is probably not the play, but mainly using the hand crossbow at this stage in the game is just a way to slow down the rabble. We got to make sure we're getting good kill distribution, which actually, that's an interesting question. So from the character lifetime stats, can we now check the number of kills? We can. Okay, that's a little... It's a little awkward. Okay, we're really lagging on our hand crossbow. Day 2, APOC 6. Holy cow. That's serious business right there. Do I want to use... I think I'm just going to keep moving back. I think we're in relatively good shape. That is the way. You really have to mortgage the farm if you're going to have that kind of money available. The main thing that I'm thinking about right now is I need to get some kills for our hand crossbow person, because I've been kind of whittling folks down with them. Let's just get rid of you. I say I want to get them kills, and then I don't actually get them kills. Okay, and then I'm trying to be judicious with mana spend here. Which is always its own challenge. Has Perforate always been a one action point job? That's interesting. But let's see. I think we're... Ooh. Gonna try and punch her down to... Yeah, to lethal. To give us a little space. I like that you still get the Oh, that was a mistake. You still get the lethal indicators for things that are in the fog. I don't know if that used to be the case. Okay, so let's see. So we'll stab you. Stab you. Oops. Yeah, I may have overextended over here, to be sure. Oops. We need to get a bit more vision, because, as is tradition, we got problems, but now we can... Oh, we can't... Wait, can we really not see this one? Okay, we can't see this one because of visibility, but it will propagate. Alright, let's do that, even though... Alright, that did not work as well as I hoped it would. Starting to worry that the baddies are coming in a little faster than I'm taking them out. So at this point, Bear, are you convinced that that is the, that's the play? Oh, I see. I haven't culled the herd over here quite yet. I'm trying really hard to not spend too aggressively, but this power staff's breakpoints are inspiringly annoying. Okay, it looks like you might take a hit, but that's the only badness. Who was it you were watching? I know you've told me at least once before some of your favorites. Was it, oh, there was one person you told me who was pretty consistently doing the top APOC levels. But my brain does not recall who it was. Ooh, missing that punch really was quite unfortunate. So we got 2 actions left. I'll get you with the isolated, and then just move you back. We have... That was Meaty Hook. Not my kind of stream show, but Apoc 6. Yeah, I mean, this is how we learn, right? We don't always get to watch the people that perfectly align with our with what we appreciate, but nonetheless, if they are the masters, who are we to say no? Okay. The one that I will forever struggle with is not picking up equipment on night 1. Like, to me, that's the hardest pill to swallow. Let's see, we're at 33 mana. Oh, we don't have the action points, unfortunately. Hey, Robbie. Welcome to the stream. It's good to see you, as always. I'm doing all right. I'm getting ready for a California excursion. Only a brief one, but it'll be nice to get back to my old digs and see what the haps are. Okay, so I think you're down 3. You're not recovering, but I don't really want to. All right, I think we let that go and we see if that's enough. I hate to. We should also check. This is probably a good time for us to check kills. So 17 here, 20 here, 24 here. So it is. We want Edward to pick up kills on the next turn. Oops. So we'll do a little bit of isolating targets for Edward, I think. Not that Edward is a charity case. I don't know who you heard that from, but whoever said it was a liar. Gosh darn it. That one stung a little. The power staff doesn't have enough actions to be having so many issues with getting shots off. Let's see. That's not going to be sufficient. We need to lock something down. So we have 5 actions here. I guess I will. Now what are we're diminishing accuracy right now. Everybody can only take one hit. I think we can all tank one. Okay, you're on lethal. Let's check kills again. 26 here. 22 on the dagger, 25 here. So let's pick up one here. Already getting killed by this one, so it doesn't matter. Whoa. That sounds insane, Bear. I am very interested. I'll probably save it for after stream, but that sounds insanely cool. Putting me to shame over here just playing the game. Somebody's got a fully modded command system for the game. That's bananas. Is that YouTube, by the way, Bear? Because I will definitely check it out after stream. And it will probably melt my brain and cause me to never want to play the last spell again. But there's no harm in that, right? Can't quite get there. And then I'm going to have Edward come around and do the work on this. Okay, keep this guy blocked. This one's already done. Ooh, I should probably be armoring Edward up once, just given the fact that that was a little too close for comfort. Oh, are you saying that they are a VTuber where they have like face tracking and then that gets mapped onto a onto like basically a model of their, you know, kind of avatar? Because I am more familiar with that. I kind of, when the way that you initially described it, I thought that like there was some type of like command system where they could be like, you know, rook to e4 type of thing, and I was gonna be like, holy, that's some devotion to the game. Also sounds really cool. Okay. Yeah, actually, one of the folks who swings by here from time to time is a VTuber at least part of the time. Curious, who pops into the Twitch chat. They have a VTuber persona. Very, very interesting technology, for sure. And made so much more accessible by the LiDAR arrays that they put in new iPhones. My understanding is that that's kind of the primary way that that folks get kind of the facial tracking going, and it can be pretty intense and quite cool. All right, 73 is good by me. Okay, and then we need to give Edward 1 armor. Yeah, it would be, I mean, just like thinking out loud about the last spell in particular, it would be super cool to have some capacity for chat to kind of like indicate places that kind of got overlaid on the map as like, you know, kill this thing here, or have you considered moving this person here? Those types of things could be pretty cool. The ultimate in enabling backseating. I fear my feedback suggestion has not gotten much in the way of interest, so I have a feeling it will never get on Ishtar's radar. The most profound backseating the world has ever seen. Which I've never been against backseating. You know, I think that if it has the potential to become kind of like, you know, distracting to the learning process. So I'm a little sensitive to it from that perspective, but I do like the idea of kind of learning together, you know? We're all trying to learn this game and improve, and I think it's fun to be able to talk about the strategies that we think are the right play at any given moment, and why it's always sitting here wailing on sensors until we go cross-eyed. All right, that's 77. That's all done. Kaboom. So yeah, so being able to check the kills is super nice. Now we could have gone a step further with this and remembered that I think it was Edward who had the smart quirk, so we could have given Edward a couple less kills and they would have ended up even on experience. But let's see if we got lucky on our night reward. A one-handed hammer with no good stats on it. A turtle charm with propagation bounces and block. The steel pauldrons are also good. I do like the crit buff on those. We may not pick a weapon. Never advisable, but we're gonna have to see what we can get going. Oh, there you are. I lost one of our folks. Okay, but anyways, nonetheless, we basically always start the same start, which is upgrade the 2 houses. There is always the fist punch. That is, truer and sadder words have never been said. All right, so that gets us perfectly back up to 150 gold. I think I like building 2 more houses. Well, I should always build 1 house and upgrade once instead, I think. And then we'll... Unless I'm going to build... No, because I'm not going to build another house and upgrade it. So I think we take this one down. And now let's look at our shop and see what we're rocking. I love the adamantium sword. That's like an easy buy from my perspective. The short bow looks real nice. And the Tome of Secrets is like wildly uninteresting to me. But I think we buy these 2 without hesitation. These are both great. And round us out nicely. I'm very interested in going with a multi-hit build. And I think swords that give action points are my favorite kind of swords. And then the question is, Raquel needs to transition away from the power staff. Even though it's a pretty good power staff. But I was eyeing the life turtle charm, which is pretty crap, actually, now that I look at it. Propagation bounces is the only interesting thing there. And we could put it on our crossbow friend to try to beef up the propagate damage on Blaze, but we're a couple knights from Blaze being all that useful. Now here's one thing I didn't do. I should have looked at what we got for our 2 optional columns here on each of our characters. Like, for instance, our caster has the defensive perks. I still think Human Ballista is very strong. But they're kind of a poison build. Or they certainly have a poison build inside of them. I did see that the critical runes got moved down and made weaker, and then another one that's not, let me see if anyone has it. Yeah, explosive atoms got moved lower in the tree, which I think is interesting. So our stabby friend is sitting on the debuff one, which is unfortunate. That's going to make them not very good at the stabbing, I think. We do have bodybuilder and organic armor. We could potentially use those two to create something interesting, but I'm not sure of the build we're going to go with on Edward. But back to this. So the best of the items here is probably the steel pauldrons. Since the hammer I don't think is going to get much love. This charm is pretty blah. Yeah, so I think we ended up with a bad selection there. But what are you going to do? Now, the steel pauldrons. Health, movement point, crit accuracy, and dodge. Yeah, that's not going to... That's going to go onto our ranged character. And then this worn heavy armor. 3 block. Yeah, this probably should have been here in the first place. We'll let the medium armor get sold. And then I think we're basically obligated to pick up the tome, I think. Just to push us in the right direction. The obsidian armor... Yeah, I think so. And we've got all of these fully upgraded. 36 gold isn't going to do us much of anything, except, I think, get us slightly further away from the sadness of not having any actions. So we'll do this, and this is going to become your primary weapon, because that staff is kind of bunk. And then let's see. All right, our stab friend. We'll take a movement point there. I'm not super excited about it. And then we'll take isolation. Okay, and then sprint. Unlocks the sprint skill, allowing you to restore movement points in exchange for some health. Harvester has been buffed. And I might honestly pick it up. I'm applying poison to a currently poisoned. We're not going to be re-poisoning a lot of targets. Sprint is potentially going to get us out of things. We just don't have a lot of daily health regen. Yes, indeed it is caught. This is the beta test server, and we are on APOC 4 at the moment. I've kind of scaled it back a little bit because I want to be able to do some experimentation. And at the higher apocalypses, you just don't have a lot of opportunity to experiment and try new things. So I'm really between Harvester and Sprint. And I think I'm going to go with Harvester. Get some of that mana regen flowing. Now, next up we have Zaina, who is hand crossbow, and I'm thinking I may lean in the direction of hand crossbow. We'll take some ranged damage. And then I would have loved to have seen something a little more interesting than this, but the daily mana regen, I think that gives us a lot of options. Thank you, Kot. I have certainly beat APOC 4 a handful of times now. APOC 5 gives me a lot of trouble, so I don't want to I don't want to pretend that I'm a master of the game by any means. And then I think we go Harvester again. Oh, so this is 2 daily mana regen resets in the morning. So it's going to allow us to get back mana, but it's not going to cause us to generate mana during the night. That is interesting. I wonder how much mana regen that actually turns out to be. I'm not seeing a lot of other things. When a unit dodges an attack from the hero, the next attack gets accuracy. Every 3 units dodging an attack, the hero restores 1 action point. Perseverance, I think, is bad. You shouldn't be missing that much. So I think I'm going to pick up... So it's between Harvester and Cherry Picking. When a target is an isolated unit, the attack gets 40% reliability. So it's between Cherry Picking, but I think I'm going to pick up Harvester again. And now for our caster, it's looking like the same cast of characters. I'm going to roll this once, pick up the magic damage. So Avid Learner has evaporated, Caught. It is not that first tier auto pick that it once was, which I think is good for the game. I'm going to pick up the daily mana regen here, even though I don't love it. And then I like steady aim a lot. I'm also back protection. Well, so mana shield is interesting here. Whenever a hero casts a skill, increase block by half the mana cost of the skill rounded up. And I assume, I don't know when that resets. That can't never reset. It has to reset at the end of the night, I presume. Citation needed on that one. I'm tempted to take it just to learn. I'm tempted to build Raquel as like a very tanky defensive caster. So let's learn about Mana Shield. Again, not playing optimally. I apologize in advance. We're going to slap down, I think, 1 catapult. Right about here. We'll save the rest of our materials. And we're probably just about ready to rock and roll. And then next turn, we'll work on the Seer, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think that's reasonable.